Okay, real talk. Summer doesn't have to mean sweaty theme parks, overpriced resorts, and sunburns that last longer than your vacation. You've done that. You've seen the overcrowded beaches, you've fought for towel space by the pool, but what if you could have a summer that was actually cool? And I don't just mean temperature-wise, I mean next-level vibes, places that feel like they belong in fantasy movies, where you wear a hoodie in July, where your Instagram photos make people double-check the location tag because, like, wait, that can't be real. This list isn't just about beating the heat, it's about chasing waterfalls, hiking glaciers, exploring medieval cities, and soaking in natural hot springs under the midnight sun. So buckle up, because these are the 10 coolest places to visit this summer. Literally and figuratively. Stick around till the end, because number 4 is one of the most underrated countries in all of Europe. And number 1, it might just change the way you think about summer forever. Let's go. If summer in Northern Ireland doesn't blow your mind, you might not have one left to blow. This place is straight up cinematic. From the Giant's Causeway, those weird hexagon-shaped rocks that look like they were hand-built by gods, to Dunluce Castle, crumbling dramatically on a cliffside. The Antrim Coast Road is one of the most beautiful drives on Earth, and yeah, a lot of Game of Thrones was filmed here. But Northern Ireland isn't just rugged, it's lush. Rolling green hills, quiet sheep-dotted fields, and towns where pubs are older than most countries. Summer highs usually don't go above 70 degrees, and rain? Sure, there's some, but it just makes the cliffs look even more epic. Now let's venture further north, way north, to a country that lives on the edge of the Arctic and knows how to throw a summer you'll never forget. If there's one place that feels like the earth is flexing its muscles, it's Norway. I mean, come on. The fjords, these massive glacial carved inlets surrounded by mountains that rise straight up from the water, unreal. In summer you can hike to insane viewpoints like Trolltunga or Preikestolen, kayak through mirror-like water, or take a train ride through landscapes that honestly don't seem real. And the midnight sun here? It's the real deal. Imagine standing on a mountain at 1 in the morning and the sky is still glowing orange and pink. Temps stay comfortable, usually in the 50s and 60s, so you can stay active all day and night long without melting into your clothes. Scotland is basically a mood, and summer is the perfect time to feel it. You've got Edinburgh, where cobblestone streets meet world-class festivals, comedy shows, and ghost tours. But just a few hours north and, boom, you're in the Highlands, surrounded by misty lochs, dramatic hills, and castles that could be straight out of a fantasy novel. Isle of Skye in summer, pure magic. The cliffs, the fairy pools, the fog that rolls in like it's part of the show. And bonus, the weather is cool and crisp, with average highs in the 60s, so you can hike and roam without ever overheating. Plus the golden light that hits around 9 or 10 at night, chef's kiss. Let me introduce you to the Faroe Islands, a tiny jaw-dropping archipelago between Iceland and Norway that almost no one talks about. This place feels like it's at the edge of the world. You've got villages with grass-covered rooftops, sheer cliffs that plunge into stormy seas, and waterfalls that fall straight into the ocean. In summer, the days are long and cool, around 50 to 60 degrees Fahrenheit, or about 10 to 15 degrees Celsius, and the landscapes stay green and wild thanks to the ever-changing weather. It's the kind of place where you just stand still and go, wait, how is this real? Not many people make it here, which makes it even more special. It's remote, rugged, and ridiculously beautiful. Tucked between Italy, Austria, and Croatia is a country so beautiful and laid back, it honestly feels like cheating. Welcome to Slovenia, where summer means emerald lakes, alpine peaks, and rivers so clear you'll want to drink from them. And in some places, you actually can. Lake Bled is the star of the show. With a tiny church on an island in the middle of the lake, and a castle perched on a cliff above. It's the kind of view that feels more like a painting than real life. Then there's Triglav National Park, the Soka River and Slovenia's underground cave systems, including Postojna, one of the largest in the world. Weather? Again, perfect. Highs in the 70s or about 21 to 25 degrees Celsius, cool nights, no heat waves here. And because Slovenia isn't yet overrun with tourists, you'll get postcard views without the crowds. Want to feel small in the best possible way this summer? Head to Western Canada. Between the Canadian Rockies in Alberta and the wild Pacific beauty of British Columbia, you've got endless ways to stay cool while soaking in massive natural beauty. Think glacier-fed lakes so blue they don't even look real. Think Banff, Jasper, Lake Louise, trails where you might just spot a bear from a safe distance or see a glacier up close. And Vancouver? It's the rare city where you can hit the beach in the morning, hike a mountain by noon, and catch sunset over the ocean. Highs usually stay between 60 and 75 degrees Fahrenheit, or about 15 to 24 degrees Celsius in the summer, and the air, fresh as it gets. You'll want to pack layers and a good camera, and maybe never leave. Okay, plot twist. While the Northern Hemisphere is sweating it out, New Zealand is actually in the middle of winter. But here's the thing. New Zealand's winter is just, well, different. The South Island gives you this wild mix of snowy mountain peaks, deep fjords, rugged coastlines, and still temperate weather that, honestly, rarely drops below freezing. Queenstown? It's basically the adventure capital of the world. You could ski in the morning, go bungee jumping after lunch, and then cruise across Milford Sound with dolphins chasing your boat. And since it's the off-season for most tourists, everything feels quieter, more personal, and I don't know, even more surreal. Usually temperatures hover around 30 to 50 degrees Fahrenheit. That's 0 to 10 Celsius, in the alpine areas, and it's even warmer on the coast. So yeah, it's technically winter, but it's a perfect summer escape if you want a complete climate flip. And honestly, how cool is that? But let's be honest, no matter where you go, let's rethink summer for a second. It's not just about getting tan. It's not just about pool parties or packed beaches or melting popsicles. It's about feeling alive, exploring somewhere fresh, getting a new perspective, chilling out, literally and mentally. These 10 places, they remind us that summer doesn't have to be scorching to be special. It can be misty cliffs, glacier hikes, late-night sunsets, cozy cabins, and crisp mountain air. So wherever you go this year, maybe skip the sweat for once. Trade in the heat waves for waterfalls, swap the sunscreen for a sweater, and, take the kind of trip that people don't expect when you say, "I'm going somewhere cool this summer." If you loved this list, go ahead and drop a comment with the place that surprised you the most, or one that's now on your bucket list. And hey, hit that like, subscribe, and share it with a friend who always complains about the heat. They'll thank you later. Until next time, stay curious, stay cool, and don't forget, the world is bigger and chillier than you think. Safe travels. See you out there.